All right, YouTube family, I'ma just go ahead and talk about it. A lot of people been not speaking about this case because they don't really care about this individual here, but some do. I didn't want to post pictures of his kids, none of that. Blessings to his beautiful family. He got a beautiful family. I don't know how much more he got, but I wanted to talk about this video without showing friends, family, none of that. The guy you see in the video is Queens, New York. I think he's not even originally from Queens in New York. I'm not too sure. I seen him on the internet. His name is Myron Chyna-Duke. I seen 10 Toes Down talking about him, and I remembered him. First time I seen this guy was on another Troublemaker's platform doing interviews, and I thought to myself, I know everything about Chyna that I need to know. Myron, aka Chyna, aka Chy, I learned everything about him also on another video where he was getting stumped out, allegedly, we're gonna say, at the Brooklyn Nets arena. It's on YouTube right now. I'm not posting none of that. Chyna never hated on me. I'ma just call him Myron right now. Myron never said anything wrong to me, but a lot of us who watch YouTube, we're watching dudes' moves. We're seeing how they behave. This man went down in the beans, locked up for so long. He came home, got a beautiful family. What does this guy do? Does he transition into a better life? Maybe he does that as well. But what does he continue to partake in? The BS. He goes on this other YouTuber's platform. He does an interview. Now, mind I tell you, I judge people based on who you do interviews with and who do you align yourself with. You align yourself with another YouTuber who has no street stripes. That's no disrespect to that YouTuber. That YouTuber is in beef every day, doxing women, children, grandparents. This guy has issues. That guy himself got exposed several times on YouTube, all over the internet. This guy puts his mom on the internet, puts his grandmother on the internet, and I got no hate for this other guy who interviewed Myron. But that just told me everything I need to know. Dudes who are willing to become crash dummies for the internet. That low-key was Myron. You're going on several people platform without examining who these individuals are, and you let these so-called people on YouTube put you in crash out, burnout situations because you're on their platform. You're speaking about other individuals, and I know one of the guys he was talking about was Chyna from the 050 movement, and I know I heard back and forths, but I'm not going to get into that because to me, the way Myron did this interview, it could have been anybody who whacked him, anybody who jumped him that day also at the Brooklyn Nets arena. See, I'm not here to do a video who's beefing with who killed who. I'm not out here to instigate situations. Y'all know how we do over here. We're positive. Even when we cover negative news, we bring a positivity that's needed in the world today. Now, this guy Myron, Chyna Myron, that is, they call him, he put himself in a situation where he could have choose to be a philanthropist, give back, not money, but a wisdom to the youth so they can know what Chy-Dukes got into, what it's like to be in the gang life, aka also getting arrested life. But he chose to go on the internet and antagonize his opponents. We heard Nipsey Hussle said something to the likes of, you got to respect a strong enemy, or my enemies are strong is beautiful, something like that. And in the midst of it, you can kind of understand what Nipsey Hussle is saying, bro. You got to respect the energy that's out there. And this guy, Myron Duke, did not respect the energy. He got several interviews on the internet on that other interviewer's channel right now. And if I dare and challenge anybody to go listen to that interview and see if DJ Bless One is capping, I said it to myself, something bad is going to happen to him because look who he aligned himself with on the internet. Look who he's giving praise to. Other crash victims on the internet, other crash dummies on the internet is who Myron chose to align himself with. He put an energy out there that the guy you're doing the interview with, he might not get judged. He got exposed several times and nobody wanted to off him. So clearly guys know that guy on YouTube, they're not trying to do nothing to him. But you You're the so-called real street nigga. You're the so-called nigga that's out here talking big boy talk, calling all names out on a dude's platform who's not even like that. And you're embarrassing yourself, you're embarrassing your family, and you were doing too much out here. And I got all love and respect for Myron Duke, aka Chyna. I got no disrespect, but I got youth watching this platform. And if you watch this movie, you already knew at the end of what this movie was going to turn out to be. You already knew this movie was going to have a crash out. And unfortunately, Myron was that victim. You have a beautiful family, my guy. Why are you on the internet beefing with people who might have said your name or didn't say your name, and you're only going off he say, she say, based on what another clown on the internet told you? So he instigated you and put a battery on your back, and now someone else put you on your back, literally and figuratively. Maybe even soon 6 feet under, because now they got to get funeral plans for you. That's what happens. All them guys who are watching you on that interview you did with that other guy who's not like that, who's a victim himself, all those people who was cheering you on that interview, making you feel like you were the king, none of them are going to be at your funeral. None of them are going to take care of your family. None of them are going to do that ties connection where they pay money to the people who counts. They're not. People on the internet watch you for one purpose only, and it's for entertainment purposes only. I say it every day. This video is for educational purposes or entertainment purposes only. And you guys have yet figured out how to catch that. We've witnessed so many real individuals, because for all I know is Myron might be a real one, but I can't call him a real individual because of the platform he choose to go on and do that interview. Anytime people do interviews with this certain individual, it tells me everything about them that I need to know. It tells me you condone the BS. You condone the back and forths that go on the internet that cause other people to die. We can't now cry a river for these type of individuals. Now, me, I don't know him nowhere, so I'm not going to be fake and shed tears like I did for Takeoff. This guy was almost low-key part of the problem, but no way in hell should have he gotten death. There's no way people should have found his body in Queens, New York, dead in the Jeep with a gunshot round to the head. No man and woman should deserve that for what mess you talk on the internet. But one thing should be stated though. Here's the disclaimer. You should take a heed into how you move, what you say, and you should be ready for those ramifications that come your way. Because unfortunately, this guy choose not to take that fresh breath of air, enjoy the moment with his families. He choose to be in back and forth and stick to the life that he knew once before. You can't go to Inshallah and pray to the Most High every day, you feel me, with the Allah Alaikum and the Walaikum Salam, but you really have a hidden agenda, and it's to be known as you're like that. You want the world to look at you like, that is me, the dude who's like that. And that's the problem with our society. Everybody want to be like that. Everybody want to be loved, looked at, and revered and feared at the same time. I look into my kids' eyes every day, and I know what I might lose for my consequences. So I be careful with moves I do, and other moves I know I'm doing it with good-hearted and good spirit. I'm gonna double down on it. But even with good-hearted and spirit, we're not guaranteed a longevity of living. So you have to take precautions to everything you do. This man goes to the Brooklyn Nets Stadium after doing another interview with the same guy on YouTube who's a victim himself. And after that interview, guess what happens to Chy-Dukes? He gets stumped out, broad daylight, almost midnight, while everybody's recording at a so-called safe secured area known as the Brooklyn Nets Arena. And if you're from New York, you already know that was the worst thing they could do, was build the Brooklyn Nets Arena where they built it at. Shout out to my New Yorkers in the area. Everybody know that arena is right in the middle of the F-ish. You got all ops going to one arena and a 2-mile radius, close proximity to each other to do them things to each other. I almost bet every time dudes, real straight dudes, go in there, they see one of their ops in there. Factual. So many things happen outside that stadium, but this guy feels untouchable. He goes to the stadium forgetting some of the things he said. Now, I don't know what's going on in the world. I'm not here to denigrate him. I'm out here to use this situation and to warn other young folks to not let the internet let you crash out like Chy-Dukes did. Blessings to him and his family. I see other people posting pictures of his beautiful kids. I'm not going to do that for personal reasons, because people on the internet would take those pictures and do weird things with it, just like the guy who he interviewed with, who do weird things like that. So the guy he got interviewed by, I hate to say it, but your hands are also dirtied and bloodied in the death of this man right here. To the guys who interviewed Chyna and allowed him to crash out by putting a battery on his back, first of all, I take accountability. It's Chyna's own fault, but your hands are dirtied as well too. You play YouTube dirty games and you get dirty change. You play YouTube dirty games and you get dirty change. Look, I'm your guy, DJ Bless One, man. Love your family, love your kids, stay blessed. My thoughts and prayers going to the family of Myron Duke, and I hope the Duke family knows I'm saying this with love. It's nothing to come against y'all. We got lives to save over here. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed.